Welcome back, HB Nation. All right, so this is part 2 of the other one. So this is only like an hour. You guys only have to wait. I'll probably do like 30 minutes. I don't know. I don't know how long you guys waited. Depends how I feel. But we're gonna recap because Derek wasn't here for the last MLB. It was just me and Chris. You got our reaction. So Derek, how do you feel about Mr. Carlos Correa going to the Twins? Did you expect him going to the Twins?
Did not at all. Fuck Carlos Correa.
Yeah, that's exactly what we
The
said.
Houston asshole for life.
Yeah. So then we're just gonna. I'm just do a quick recap. Jock Peterson went to the Giants. Give me your reaction on that one.
Wow, that's surprising. That sucks that we have to play him now, but like
It's only good in October.
Rivalry type thing now.
Yeah. So then me and Chris gave our reaction on this one. Kenley went to the Braves for 1 year, $16 million.
Yeah. Where you from?
Bros, hold on.
Yeah,
You're coming back right now. Hold on. Just stay still. Hold on. Okay.
Wait.
Okay, you're good. Go. Go. Do it.
Kelly Jackson was not good. I don't like him.
All right, so then we'll get to this one. This is the one we all been waiting for. We're all waiting for a while. Freddie Freeman to the Dodgers. How do you feel, man? How do you feel about that? I know you're a new blood Dodger, so how do you feel about Freddie? Were you talking about him the last podcast? How do you feel about Freddie?
I'm excited for it. I like it. And I feel like we kind of knew this was gonna happen. Where there's hints, and we saw behind the facade people trying to put up for it, but no. He's already doing good. It seems like his chemistry is matching well with the teams, and I'm excited to see what he can do and help us produce. And with the thing that I've liked so far from watching him is that he's a run producer, where he's not going for the long ball. He's just trying to get on base. And that's what, at the end of the day, you win by scoring more runs. And most of the time, you're not going to hit a home run every time. And, so his play style, I think, is definitely what we need, in clutch moments where we've stranded guys on base too many times. He's going to be that guy to score them, and granted, it's not going to be every time, but I feel like he can leave a big impact on the Dodgers and their hitting style, and I'm excited for it.
Oh yeah, that's a great analysis on that.
Yeah.
But
yeah, how do you guys feel about Dave Roberts' extension?
Oh yeah, Dave Roberts' extension. He got his extension, and we talked about it last time. Yeah. Round of applause for him.
Yeah.
Yep. So how do you feel about that one, D? Dave Roberts is staying with us till 2025, right? 2026, 2025, I think. The 2025-2026 season, he'll be staying with us.
Time, like we talked about this before too. I like Dave Roberts.
There's a wild Chewbacca running in the background.
What?
Oh no! Now she's distracting.
Oh man!
Oh my god!
No, but I'll give you my reaction. Dave Roberts is a great pickup for the Dodgers. Dave Roberts took us to the postseason that many years. We had that long NL West division run with him, and I'm happy to have Dave Roberts back. Like we talked about, some of the coaching aspects he can improve on. Getting on their ass, lighting a fire under their ass when they're in a slump. That's what we all agreed on. Like he's there when he's a very communicating manager, which is very good. That's what you want as like a team, as a player too. You want to have that communication and be able to walk up to him in his office, not be scared to go to his office and be like, hey, like, what do you think we can work on today? Like, what do you want me to work on? Like, where am I batting up in the order? What should I do? So I'm happy for him. I'm excited for him to take us to the postseason a couple more years, hopefully. And without a doubt, man, it's gonna be fun with Dave Roberts and as our skipper. So go ahead. I'm sorry before Chewbacca interrupt you.
No, you hit it right on the head. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I like him. I like him as a coach, and I feel like he's gonna keep getting us to the playoffs, and that's what we all want.
Yeah, exactly. So Dodgers. I mean, the Dodgers look very good this year on paper. Everyone's been saying it. On paper, you got to play the game. Obviously, on paper, our team looks stacked. It's like an all-star team. It looks like an all-star team. It's crazy.
Well, we have mostly all-stars on our starting lineup.
Yeah, exactly. But then, so we want this guy to improve. We were talking about him. We want him to have a bounce-back year. Cody Bellinger didn't really do good. He's not really doing good in spring training right now. He's he's
striking out
out of
like 14 times or something like
14 times out of his 19 at bats this past spring, but he says he feels decent.
that. I saw
So
that. I saw that.
someone doing donuts,
Yeah.
man. My block is active right now. No, but what do you feel about Cody? Do you think he'll be ready for the opening day in Colorado, or think it's just all talk and he's just gonna have another slump season?
No, I think he knows himself best. Like we can talk all we want about it, you know. And if he says he's feeling better about his swing and how how things are progressing, then you know I feel like he'll be ready in time. It just takes time. We've all had slumps, we've all stuff like that, and it just takes time getting back to the fundamentals, getting back everything, getting back to your swing, and getting that confidence again. And if he's slowly and surely getting confidence, then that's all you can ask for right now for someone in a slump. And
What
I'm
about you,
excited to
Chris?
see it.
What about you, Chris? How do you feel about Cody going on that 14 and 19?
Um, you know, hopefully we hope he hits.
Yeah,
Gets
yeah,
on bases or gets a couple of hits, but at least it's happening now in spring.
yeah.
Hopefully he changes everything once the season starts in the next 2 weeks. We're still in spring. Everybody's still coming up. Everybody was on that lockout. Everybody's still. There were little slumps. Hopefully he gets out of that. Hopefully he gets out of it. But yeah, I think probably maybe not at the beginning of the year, but maybe towards the middle he'll start heating up. So I'm just hoping he changes it. They kept some of the announcers kept saying he keeps changing his batting style.
Yeah, he goes
Yeah,
from flat bat on his shoulder to like back up.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, just depending, but it's not him changing his swing.
I
It's
think
just
he's just
more him being patient and him taking the swings because there's a lot of times he wanted to swing the bat and he doesn't swing it.
no.
And
That's the only thing I saw good. I saw a couple of his at bats, and he's grinding the at bats out. Yes, he strikes out at the end of the day, but he's grinding. He's getting into like 8 pitches, 10 pitches, almost double digit pitches to
yeah,
the pitcher, and like grinding out at bats, which is positive, which is better because usually last year he was down by 5, 6 strikes. And for him to kind of raise up that pitch count is really good. I feel like him using that flat bat, going back up to the top, like he standing up tall. I think he's just trying to
see what he's more comfortable
yeah,
with.
exactly. I feel like he's just testing it out, and I feel like by the time they come over here and play at Angel Stadium and Dodger Stadium, that I feel like we'll see his what he's gonna be like throughout the whole year.
Yeah.
Um, so how do you feel about we let go Matt Beatty? Matt
Oh
Beatty,
yeah.
we designated him for assignment, but we re-signed him for a contract, and I think the Dodgers are looking to trade him somewhere. So how do you feel about losing Matt Beatty off the bench? Because our bench is kind of good right now. I like our bench. We signed Hansa Alberto from the Royals. We signed Kevin Pillar from the Mets. We signed Jake Lamb from Toronto, which a lot of us know Jake Lamb from Arizona. He was in Arizona 2 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
But they've been producing pretty well in spring training. They're trying to get that. They're trying to get that bench spot, which is pretty good. So how do you feel about Matt Beatty leaving? I appreciate Matt Beatty for what he did for us. He got a ring with us. Thank you.
Mr. Clean.
Yeah, Mr. Clean, man. But it just sucks to see another solid young bench player that was there when Verdugo and Kike there on that bench, and he's the final one to leave off that little group right there. So, how do you guys feel about Beatty leaving?
Like what we talked about, it's gonna suck watching him leave because he was a solid bat. He was a consistent hitter off of the bench, and then whenever we put him in the starting lineup, he kind of produced for us.
Yeah.
He did what other players that we had didn't do at all. You know, Probably he had a better batting average. Did he have a better batting average than freaking Cody Bellinger?
Yeah, he did.
He did. Yeah, and Bellinger played mostly every day, and Beatty didn't. So yeah, it's gonna suck watching him leave because we did have a consistent bat with him, and he did play positions we needed him to play for, which was first base. Sometimes he played in the outfield.
He played a lot of shorts too when Seager was hurt.
Yeah, when Seager was hurt. Yeah, before we got Turner.
Yeah.
But yeah, so It's gonna suck watching him leave.
How about you, D? How do you feel
No,
about Beatty leaving?
definitely he did stuff that when we needed him to do it, he did it. And I feel like having a player like that is essential to a great team. And it sucks to see him leave, but wish him the best of luck with everything that he does.
Yeah, hopefully he just doesn't stay in our division.
No, yeah, I feel like I would like to see him play at in Seattle. I'd like to see him play in Seattle because Seattle's. I feel like this year they're finally going to make the playoffs since '01. So I think he'll produce a big bat for them and on the bench, especially.
Yeah, because the A's ain't going.
Yeah, the A's aren't going to go nowhere. I feel like they won't do Matt Beatty dirty. They'll give him a good spot where he'll be producing just like he'll prove the Dodgers wrong in showing him that he should have been a starting spot, just like how Kike went to Boston and now he's the starting center fielder, which is it's a big hurt for us, and I feel like Kike is going to extend this year. I feel like Kike is probably going to extend
With
Boston. I mean, if he does leave, I hope he comes back, but I don't think because I want him to come back because if we don't pick up Pollock, because this is the last year we have Pollock in our left fielder. So I would like to see Kike to come back, but I really doubt it. But good for Beatty. I hope he succeeds everywhere. What about this one? They also there's an old player called Andrew Tolles. I don't know if a lot of you guys know who that is. Andrew Tolles used to be on the Dodgers when they went in the 2016, 2017, and then he left 2018 because he was very he found out he was schizophrenic, and the Dodgers are giving him another contract, but he's not playing. But they're paying for all his medical bills. So how do you feel about the Dodgers? What do you think that proves for a lot of teams, just for the Dodgers to go out of their way and give that guy a contract? It was only $700,000, but it pays for most of his expenses.
That's good. I support it, and I think we can all agree with, teams taking care of their players after I like it, I don't know what else to say. I think I remember him. Name sounds familiar.
He tore his
he
ACL.
tore his ACL and then played mostly in the outfield, center field.
Yeah,
He was quick. He was fast. He was one of our
he
fast
he
players.
he was going to be a good player if he never got hurt.
Yeah.
He was
If
going to
he
be.
if he didn't get hurt, I think we still would have been having him right now. I think that's yeah. But
yeah, it's who I was thinking of. Yeah, no.
yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
But that's good. Dodgers helped him out.
I feel like this just has to go for like a lot of like MLB and in professional sports and all. Like at the end of the day, once you leave, you have a family at the end of the day.
Exactly. They're all human beings.
They're all human beings at the end of the day, and I feel like this is a step that the Dodgers really needed to show, like the professional sports era. Like around the league, be like, hey, like this guy needed help, and we're giving him help.
Yeah.
And it's good for the Dodgers to be like that. Especially just because right now they have Trevor Bauer on their team, and we don't agree whatever happened with Bauer. Like it is what it is. But how do you feel about the dude? I heard that the MLB is not going to make a decision till the day of his last day on administrative leave. So which is April 16th. He's not going to get an answer till April 16th. So what do you think that does for the Dodgers again? Which is pretty horrible.
You want me to start off? You start off.
I'll start off. I mean, I think it's just the MLB. They don't like Trevor Bauer. The MLB has not liked Trevor Bauer for a long time, and they're going to do everything they can to try to keep him off the field, and it's going to be a bunch of little bullshit like that they're going to try to do, keep extending it, wait till the last day. It's just, they're doing it on purpose, in my opinion. They're doing it on purpose. He's shown a lot of flaws and a lot of things that, the MLB is messing up on, and they don't like that. They don't like when people stand up to them, and now that he got placed in something that he shouldn't have been placed in, they're going to do everything they can to like stretch out the time he's off the field and try to like push back. I think Dodgers need to stick it out. Trevor Bauer is the type of guy, as much as like I see all these like YouTube videos about how he is, and people watch that and they don't watch his vlogs. They don't watch we watch his vlogs. We see how as a person. I feel like if the Dodgers stick with him, he'll stick with the Dodgers for the rest of his career, because he's the type of guy who's like, all right, you go out on a limb for me, I'm going to go out on a limb for you, and I feel like that would be a big big part of the Dodgers. And right now, our bullpen's looking stacked as it is.
Yeah.
There's no
Even our
need for
starters.
Even our starters too.
there's no need for us to trade him away when there's still that chance he can come back this season. I say we need to stick it out with him, get him back on in a Dodgers uniform. Because damn well we all know if they don't sign him back, he's gonna come back with a vengeance. He's the type of guy.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't do anything wrong according to the court. It says in the court of law, he didn't do anything wrong, not guilty. And so, I mean, I hope we stick it out with him. I like Trevor Bauer a lot.
What about you, Chris? How do you feel about Bauer and the MLB?
Fuck.
How do you feel about MLB just doing that too? It has to be the Dodgers too, man.
Yeah, it has to be the Dodgers.
It has to be the Dodgers too, because if you look at it, MLB is a Yankees. It's in New York for a reason. They love New York. They love the Yankees. They love the Mets. They love all those teams. And then when it comes to LA, they kind of brush their shoulder a lot. And it's kind of started a lot of it's shown after that 2017 World Series.
Yeah.
So how do you feel about that? How do you feel about MLB just waiting for the last finally giving
It's stupid. Stupid. I think like everything Derek said was true. Stupid. Sucks at what they're doing to just one freaking player. There's other players that done the same thing, and they come back. They're out 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Bauer's out for a whole
and they
season,
give him the quickest sentence.
Yeah, and Bauer's out for
the first 2 series.
For the first 2 series, 3 series.
3 series, yeah.
Yeah, he's out for the first 3 series till if they even, let him come back. But I don't know. I think it's just stupid. Like Derek said, Bauer's gonna end up coming with some vengeance. Hoping we keep him because he looks good, especially in his podcast. He shows us him pitching and all the workouts he does and everything. He's gonna be a top pitcher this year if he gets to play, and I'm hoping he gets to play. Especially in our lineup, we have probably one of the best lineups. Mm-hmm. If we have him in there,
go ahead.
If we get Bauer back, our starting 5 rotations gonna be scary. Plus, still having Dustin May come back and Danny Duffy.
But before we jump off this topic, if you're watching and you've seen these TikToks and Instagrams about how crazy of a player Trevor Bauer is, and how he did this in college and how he argued with people and certain stuff like that, don't trust stuff like that. Go out, take the time, go to his YouTube channel, watch the way he processes stuff, because this guy is very, very smart dude. He's super smart. All the stuff that he does, all the workouts he does, he's a cool dude. So don't let these little videos and stuff alter what you think of the guy. Just go and start looking around, get a look for yourself. Don't believe just every little video that you see out there.
Yeah, exactly. Because there is that little rivalry between him and Garrett Cole. They were teammates in UCLA, and Trevor Bauer took his starting spot because he had a better ERA than him as a 19-year-old, and Garrett Cole is a third year. What does that say? What does that say about Bauer? His drive just to compete and just to prove people wrong.
He's a competitor,
which is great for the Dodgers. And I hope like you guys all said, you guys nailed it on the head. I hope he comes back. Our lineup's gonna be scary, but we're gonna bounce. I'm gonna ask you guys, who do you guys think is gonna be underrated on this team this year? Who do you guys think is on the signings that we made, or just on the team in regular? Who do you think is gonna be a unsung hero? That underrated, that no one expected to be this great in this year. For me,
maybe Gavin Lux.
For me, I didn't think Gavin. No, I don't think Gavin Lux. No. I'm thinking AJ Pollock is going to have
a year.
I think AJ Pollock is going to have an MVP season. I'm calling it. I think AJ Pollock is going to have an MVP season. I think he'll be 4th in the MVP rankings because they'll never give it to a Dodger.
Nope.
They never give it to a fucking Dodger.
Nope.
It's always a pitcher or somebody. But who do you think?
Maybe Chris Taylor.
Yeah. So
I'm gonna go a different route. I think Alex Vesia.
Oh, I like
He's been
that
good
pick.
in the past. He's been good, but I think this season's gonna be his breakout where he gets stuff done. I think Alex Vesia.
Okay. I'm gonna go with Trinan. I think Trinan.
Nah, dude, Triton has been the man, dog. He's
That's
been the
why.
man.
But I feel like he's just gonna prove. I think he's just gonna. I think he's gonna be our closer.
Speaking on that, I'll hop
I,
on the bat.
I think he's just gonna be our closer. I think he's gonna be our number one closer, and then Gratterall will be number two if we need. Depending on who's the lineup coming up. But I think Trinan. Because no one really gives love for Trinan. No one.
Yeah.
So I think Trinan's gonna fucking do fucking insane this year.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you guys. I hope Trident. But the couple of the interviews they've been saying, he goes, Trident's like, I'm wherever I get put in. He goes, I'm just gonna wherever Doc wants me, I'm gonna do it, and I'm trying to succeed as most. I like your pick. I like your pick, Derek, because Vesia is a really good pitcher.
Yeah.
He's young. He's a gritty freaking lefty. He could throw the ball. So I like your pick. So who do you think is going to be the MVP of the Dodgers? Who do you think is going to be? Who do you think is going to be the standout?
Mookie Betts. I think he's gonna have. I think he's gonna. This year's his comeback year. Everybody's saying it's gonna be Bellinger, but I think it's gonna be Mookie Betts. I think Mookie Betts is gonna have a fucking crazy year this year, especially with the way he is on defense.
Trey Turner. I
Oh,
think
okay.
he got his first year done. He did good for us. I like it, but I think this year is the year where he's gonna stand out. I think Trey Turner's gonna be our MVP. Or how can
Freddie
we forget
Freeman.
about Freddie Freeman? How can we forget
Yeah,
about that
no,
guy?
yeah.
Freddie Freeman.
True.
No, you know who I think is going to have a last hoorah with us, and
Justin Turner.
I think
Clayton Kershaw.
I think he's going to be in the Cy Young talks. Clayton Kershaw. I think Clayton Kershaw, the way he was pitching this spring training, those 4 innings that I watched him pitch, this man looks healthy, and he looks like a young Kershaw that we saw in like 2017, and I'm excited. I hope Kershaw is ready for his last little hurrah, and I think Kershaw is going to be in the Cy Young talks this year. I think Bueller and Kershaw and Udias are all going to be in the Cy Young talks this year. And even if Trevor Bauer freaking plays, I think Trevor Bauer too. So it's going to be a good. It's going to be a
I'm
good.
excited. I'm
It's going to be a
excited.
good pitching duel this year for Cy Young because we have Max Scherzer and Jacob DeGrom. Probably the best 1-2 punch in the MLB right now. So just because of their resume alone. But
Yeah.
man, dude, it's gonna be an exciting season. But we're gonna end, not gonna end off, but we're gonna talk about Theo Albert. He's leaving. He's going back to St. Louis.
Yo.
I know. How do you feel about Theo Albert leaving? Thank you, dude. I have a shirt of Theo Albert. I always wear that shirt. I loved Albert Pujols as a Dodger. His little tenure with us was just amazing. Thank you, Angel fans. We appreciate you.
Yeah. But we all said it from the beginning. He's gonna go back to St. Louis. He's gonna play one more year. Now that there's a DH, that's all he needs to really do. Hit the ball. You want to play first base? Then he can play first base. But he's gonna go back where he started. He's gonna retire there. But sucks to see him leave.
It was cool. I liked watching Albert Pujols here. I mean, even though he was older, I think all of us as kids, like playing, baseball games on like the consoles and stuff. Albert Pujols was the guy. He was the home run hitter. He was, it was cool to see him play for the Dodgers.
Yep. Yeah. No, totally agree, man. Then we have someone staying in our division for a little quite longer. Ketel Marte. He's staying in the division he got a 5-year, $76 million contract, which I think it's very good for him. He's a young, sturdy switch hitter. We don't see a lot of those. We only see like Wander. Wander and Francisco are the only two.
And Albies.
The Albies are the only three that I can really think about.
And Grandal.
But yeah, like it's gonna be good for Arizona. But Derek, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So everything around pitching, right? We went through a little segment of pitching. So how do you feel about our chances against the Giants, which I believe they probably have one of the best stacked rotations. How do you feel about their five going up against our five, which is probably like more of their five against our seven, you know? So how do you feel about that little matchup? Because if you think about it, if you go down the lineup,
Well, we should have 8.
we have solid starting pitchers.
Bueller,
We have Bueller,
Kershaw, Odious, Gonsolin, and who else did we? Oh, the one from Seattle.
um, T- Tyler Anderson. Then you also have
Dustin May.
May.
If we get Bauer back,
If we get Bauer and then
Danny
Danny Duffy, and then we can also throw David Price in there.
Oh, that's true. 9
starters. How do you feel about the Dodgers just having
We're gonna have
decent pitching depth this year? Because that killed us last year.
Yeah,
it killed us. So how do you feel about the Dodgers?
Oh yeah, no, definitely.
How do you feel about the Dodgers going out and signing some deep pitchers?
I think Dave Roberts said it the best. We're winning a World Series this year. We're winning a World Series this year. I mean, you can have that comparison, and it's not only just that though. Like, yes, we're talking about pitchers here now, but now that pick up a Freddie Freeman, certain guys, I like our chances now. I like that. We don't have to go into an inning and worry about who's pitching the next inning. We don't have to be stressed about the next pitcher coming in. All of our pitches are stacked. It gives us a little like less stress now. I feel like we have a good shot about everything compared to the Giants. I say fuck the Giants, obviously, but no, I think we have a really good shot with our pitchers this year, and I'm excited to see it.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun to watch. It's gonna be fun to see what Dave Roberts does with all those 9 guys, how he uses them. Yeah, a couple of 4 of them are gonna have to go into the bullpen,
and that just adds more to
and
our bullpen.
And that just adds more to our bullpen. So it's gonna be fun to watch. And like you said, as long as we stay healthy, we win the World Series this year. I believe that because our pitchers are freaking good.
Yep,
our pitchers are good. If we stay healthy, I think we win the World Series this year. No questions asked.
Just like what Dave Roberts said. You heard it here first. I think if we all stay healthy, all of our guys stay healthy, Dodgers get the all-time wins in a regular season.
Oh, yeah. So going on that too.
So what do you think our record would be at the end of the season?
117, and I don't know how many losses. I think there's because the record, I just looked it up. The record is 116 wins. I think we get 117 or more.
Believe that too? Or
yeah, I think we get 100. If we stay healthy, I think we could beat the record.
Yeah, it was the record. It was held by the 01 Mariners, right? Does that
Cubs?
It's Cubs. It's the Cubs.
Cubs.
2016.
They kind of I don't know what year, but number one's the Cubs. They went 116 and 36. And the second is the Seattle Mariners. They also went 116, but they went 46 losses.
Yeah. So no, you guys are right. If we stay healthy, this Dodger group is going to be one for the franchise because it already is. It already is. There's been multiple MVPs on this team, but not of this caliber.
There's a lot of them now.
There's not of this caliber. It's going to be a crazy year, guys. But we'll be letting you guys know about Dodger games. This guy's going to go to opening day.
Going to opening day, guys.
So yeah,
going to opening day.
It's going to be fun.
See you guys there. Whoever goes, we'll see who pitches. Probably Clayton Kershaw's going to get his last one.
No, yeah. So
I think it'll be Clayton Kershaw that day.
No, yeah. So, but yeah, we appreciate you guys for coming down. Let us know how you guys feel about the Dodgers season and whoever your team is. We know this
if it's the Giants, I don't care, or Padres, I don't care either.
Yeah, exactly. But we want to hear what you guys think about the season. How do you feel about the season, upcoming
or
season?
Or the Houston Astros don't care about them.
Hey. No, yeah, but we appreciate you guys for coming down. We want you.
One more thing. We're having a website currently being made.
Oh yeah.
I had to mention that. Also coming up in the near future, we're not only going to be on just YouTube, we're going to be on Spotify, Apple Music, any type of listening site. We're currently in the works. Your guys' support and stuff like that makes us want to make better content, so make it easier access. So instead of looking at our ugly faces, you could just hear us while you're driving in the car, or however you want to listen to it, while you're working out, stuff like that.
Taking a shower.
Just
Oh,
yeah.
Chill,
hey,
chill,
I'm just
chill.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
Connor.
Connor, we
Connor.
know it's you with your bubble bath.
No, but yeah,
They'll be
we're
sucking the
working.
wall.
There's stuff in the works, and I'm sure you guys will enjoy the website and stuff like that that's gonna come out. So go ahead, Sandy, send us
Oh
away.
yes, send us away. Thank you guys. We appreciate you guys. Looking forward to growing with you guys. We appreciate you guys.
Yes,
We're growing every single day. We try to make this the most. We do have our lives, so we're sorry for if we don't post a lot. That's the thing. But we're trying to make the best content for you guys, and we appreciate you guys, HP Nation. We love all you guys.
stay
Oh, voice
blank.
crack. Yeah,
Stay blank.
stay
If you
blank.
know, you know.
But HP Nation, we love you. Like, subscribe, share with everybody. Peace out.
Peace.